Simon tracked down a number in Damien Grimaldi's suite. That's what led us to the boat rental place.
And you two talked to the man who owned it?
Yes, and after questioning him for quite some time, he admitted he'd been paid a lot of money to moor a speedboat in Lake Michigan.
Now, did Grimaldi pay this money directly to the boat rental guy?
No, he left it in the boat the morning after the explosion.
I talked to a detective, Snyder, here at the Oakdale PD. Apparently he's running some DNA tests at your request?
Yes, that's right.
On a lollipop?
Yes. The lollipop is very important because my husband had it. Holden had it in his pocket. My daughter got it from the pediatrician. She didn't finish it. He had it in his pocket the night of the explosion. Then Simon found it in the speedboat, stuck to one of the seats.
That was left on Lake Michigan at Grimaldi's request?
Exactly, yes, that's right.
I understand that Detective Snyder is a relative of your late husband?
He's not my late husband. He's alive. He's alive, and so is my son. Jack Snyder is his Holden's cousin, so what? What difference does that make?
I'm just thinking it's good to be able to make special requests to the PD.
Jack would never do anything that was unreasonable, no matter who I am.
DNA testing is expensive and time-consuming, and a lollipop is hardly a smoking gun.
What difference does that? That's just a little piece of the puzzle. There's so many different things here. I heard Damien's voice on the phone today.
I mean, you claim you got that number from the caller ID on the boat rental guy's phone?
Yes, that's right, and I have it here.
Did Grimaldi identify himself when he answered? Did he say Grimaldi here, something like that?
No, he said it pronto in Italian. He said hello. I know it was Damien. I know it was his other things. I don't even know what he said. I just heard
said hello a couple of times in Italian? And you're certain who you were talking to?
You don't believe a word I'm saying, do you?
Mrs. Snyder, I know how great a loss you suffered with your husband and your son. It's got to be hell to accept. But you were talking about a lollipop as if it's evidence that they could have survived an explosion that decimated everything in its path. You're making identifications off a few isolated words spoken in a foreign language, and even by your own account. The guy at the boat rental place never saw Mr. Grimaldi or anyone else.
I know this is a lot of little things, but they add up. I cannot believe you're going to just dismiss all this information.
Especially since it's your very department that expects Lily to accept the death of her husband and son when you haven't even produced a body.
I'd rather not get graphic here.
Please, I can take it.
In an explosion of that force, bodies are rarely retrieved. There were some damaged personal items, were there not? Some blood-stained clothing.
I am not going to give up on my husband and my son because they found a teddy bear and some ripped clothes.
Yet our department should reopen the investigation because you found a piece of a lollipop?
Listen. If a person wanted the world to believe that he were dead, isn't it just very possible that he might leave those bits of clothing out there to create that illusion?
It's possible, but it's so far-fetched.
That's what Damien wants. Don't you understand? He said that he was threatened. His life and my son's life were threatened.
Were you aware of that?
Actually, I just started checking into Grimaldi's background.
Good. Well, that's excellent. Then wouldn't it be worthwhile to maybe dust the speedboat for fingerprints to track down this phone number that Lily was calling today?
Of course, and I'll do all that. I've already started tracking Grimaldi's movements from the last time he left Malta.
Good, because he's alive. And so is my husband and my son.
Well, thank you then for this information.
I can expect to hear from you soon?
Without a doubt. You may be onto something there, Mrs. Snyder.
Not bad enough, they're dressing way too sexy.
She's been doing drugs, she's been drinking.
And she's stolen as much as $18,000 worth of stuff.
Competition from Michigan to Baja. Toyota cars and trucks compete in the longest, fattest, fastest races in the world, even Formula One. Do you care? Maybe not. What you care about is getting home every day. Come to think of it, that's what Toyota cares about too.
Most days, you used to find my dad up bright and early, working in his garden. But then he had his accident, an emergency surgery that took countless units of blood.
With 200 blood donors needed in Hawaii every day, more new and frequent donors are always needed.
These days, the garden doesn't get much of his attention. Cause Dad's up bright and early, fishing with his grandson.
Give someone a tomorrow. Give blood.
You're gonna have to deal with me.
Did 2 days in jail change these wild teens?
Right now!
On the next mark.
Today at 3 on KGMB 9. See all the good things on KGMB 9 tonight.
Senator?
Citizen Baines, coming to CBS Saturday this fall.
I'm sorry, man.
No, wait, no. That lollipop that was on the boat, it was my daughter's. The DNA evidence is right here that it was hers. It was her
understand your
lollipop.
frustration,
The
ma'am.
only way that lollipop got on that boat in Wisconsin was that my husband put it there, which proves that they were not involved in that explosion, that they're alive.
You could look at it that way, ma'am.
You promised me if I found evidence that they were still alive that you would get the Chicago PD to keep looking for them, and this is it right here in this envelope.
Ma'am, you have to understand the department looks at things differently. And what you've shown me, the lollipop, they're not going to see that as proof of anything. As far as they're concerned, the case is closed. Your family's not coming home. Ma'am, there's nothing I want more than to bring your son and his daddy home, but
They're alive. They're out there. Please, I need your help.
I've done everything I could, ma'am. I've been to Kenosha, impounded the boat, dusted for prints. Not a one.
That's impossible.
It's a new boat.
No, it's impossible because Simon Fraser was there. He was all over that boat. His print should have been on it. The boat owner's prints should have been on it. He obviously rubbed them away.
I talked to the owner. He admits he hosed it down.
But then
He's trying to sell it.
he's trying to get rid of the evidence is what he's doing.
No, ma'am, he was very cooperative. I took his prints, his photo, I ran him through the computer. The man's never even had a parking ticket.
Oh, he's a wonderful person. How does he explain that my daughter's lollipop was stuck to the seat of one of his brand never used boats?
Isn't it possible that this Fraser fella could have found that lollipop here in Oakdale, maybe in the backseat of your car?
He would never do that. I have DNA evidence right here.
Ma'am, without a proper chain of custody, there's no way to prove that your little girl didn't, sneak that lollipop out of this Fraser's pocket and take a lick.
No, the lollipop. The lollipop. That's what started this whole thing. My daughter had it at the pediatrician's office. She didn't finish it. She put it in Holmes' pocket.
ma'am.
No! They're alive. My husband and my son are alive, and I need your help, please.
Ma'am, I want to help you. I truly do. Even if I had the department's go-ahead, I wouldn't know where to start.
I told you. They're with Damien. Grimaldi, did you trace the number that I gave you?
Yes, before it was disconnected, I tracked it to a privately held foreign company. They haven't responded to any of our inquiries.
Damien answered the phone. Damien, he has my son. He kidnapped my son and my husband.
Did anyone else hear his voice? I'm sorry, ma'am.
Do you believe me?
Ma'am, it's not up to me. I wish it were. But as far as the department is concerned, you're chasing a ghost.
I appreciate your involvement in this case. You went to Kenosha, you traced the phone call.
Ma'am, it's just my job.
No, it's more than that. You believe me, don't you?
Mrs. Snyder, I was on the phone with my lieutenant this morning for over an hour trying to convince him that you were right. But without hard proof, he can't commit the resources. The budget won't allow it.
Budget? My husband and my son are out there somewhere and they're worried about money?
Ma'am, what it is they've got what they consider an official explanation.
Oh, that's just great. My son, my 8-year-old son, is out there somewhere and needs my help.
Ma'am, I'm not saying they're right, but the way they look at it, I'm asking them to open an international investigation based on what a grieving woman hopes is true. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I'll pay. I'll pay whatever it takes to find them. I will.
If that's what you want to do, ma'am, God bless. I'd be happy to recommend a private investigator.
You're not going to work with me anymore?
Anything you dig up, I'd be happy to take it back to my lieutenant.